coming. Okay, trying to get this stream going here, guys. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. I will get this going in 1 second here. I've just been having issues with the audio trying to get that working. So let me just minimize all this stuff here. And let's see where we go here. All right. So we're just waiting for a few people to get in here now, guys. I see there's 29 of you watching. All right. So we're just waiting for a few people to get in here now, guys. Audio. All right, there we go. All right, just a few audio problems. I'm sorry about that. That's kind of held us up a little bit. I know it was supposed to start like 9 minutes ago. All right, you can hear me from Florida. Great. How are you, Caroline? And Terry, hi from Florida also. Looks like we got Floridians here coming in and wanting to get the Wacom tablet. We're going to be drawing in a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a quick tutorial on the Wacom tablet just to kind of show you guys some cool things that you can do in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually give away, we're going to do our live drawing for the brand new Wacom Intuos Pro tablet. So I'm sure a lot of you are excited about it. And if you're not in there, you can actually still, it's not too late. This is how you can do it. If you just go to my YouTube here, let me get to the Photoshop Cafe on here. Let's just click on there. Why is that not clicking? Oh, great, now we're having computer issues. Let me just put in here. There we go. So you're going to want to go to the Photoshop Cafe channel here when it comes up. And I'll show you guys. That's not what I wanted. I wanted it in YouTube. Okay, I'm going to show you where you can get your name in. Okay, so make sure you go to the Photoshop Cafe channel here. And then you're going to see this video. And this is the 5 Wacom hacks. And what you want to do is make sure you add a comment. Right now we've got 839 people in there with the comments. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a live drawing from this comment thread. So if you want to be in to win the tablet, just make sure you go to that video and just drop a comment in there. And then we're going to be choosing randomly from the comments a winner of the Wacom Intuos Pro tablet. So just get in and do that. And also make sure that you subscribe. All right, we got some people coming in here from, hey, California. We've got Canada. We've got Kansas. We've got all over the place. Colorado, Baltimore. Andrew from @CameraChris. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so let me launch Photoshop because I'm going to show you something cool in here. Because I know, unfortunately, not everybody is going to be able to win the tablet. So I am going to be able to show everybody something interesting inside of Photoshop, though, however. All right. So, of course, now that I'm starting this, here we go. Let's just go down, and I'm going to find a image. And I'm going to show you just kind of an interesting way of working with images that maybe you haven't thought of before. Let's just grab this one here. All right, so this is one of the things I would do. Now, I wonder how many of you actually have a Wacom tablet. I know a lot of people use them, and I know a lot of people want one. I've been using one for a while. I kind of really love them because it just makes it easier to work with Photoshop. So rather than painting with a mouse, you're painting with a pen. But the main thing is it gives you the pressure sensitivity, and that's the really cool thing about it. So when you press harder, you can get different things going on there. Okay, so let's just start this right now. I'm going to show you, let's reset our workspace here. So I'm just going to go to, I've got my column minimum here, and I don't have a ton of things in there. I like to just keep that simple. And then say we were going to add an adjustment layer. and I want to do something like a curves adjustment. And so here's a curves adjustment. Let me just pull that out so you guys can see it. And maybe we wanted to do some adjustments with this. So let's just kind of pull that down. We want to maybe just increase some contrast or something like that. Now, obviously, we don't want to do that over the entire image, right? So what if we were to choose this, and then we're just going to invert that mask? Now, there's a couple of ways to do it. The easiest way is to just click invert, and that just does it into black. The other thing we can do is let's create another one. Let's do a color, an interesting color balance one. So we're going to give this, more of a blue kind of a feel. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to invert that mask. I'll show you the second way to do it. Just hit Control-I or Command-I to invert that. So we've got a couple of different adjustments that we want to apply. And the reason we filled them with black is because if we want to add those adjustments, we can just paint now with white. And for this example here, I'm just showing you something really simple. I mean, obviously you can use any adjustment layer and and work on any image. So what we're going to do is just make sure we've got white chosen as the foreground color. Now we want to go to the brush. We're going to hit B for the brush tool. And by the way, if you don't have a Wacom tablet, you can still do this with a mouse, but it does work a lot better with the tablet. So here's another thing. I want to set my pen pressure here to work with opacity. Notice that that goes on and off. There's one there for opacities, one for flow, and one for size. Now here's the thing, these can be overridden inside the brush tools. So what we want to do is, if you don't see it there, just go under the window and just turn on brushes. And let me just pull that down here. And you can see, we've got all our brushes here. And so what we want to do is make sure that the transfer, if we click here, opacity is set to pen pressure. Now if we turn that on, now we can turn it on and off here. Notice I turn it off there, turn it on, now it appears. And if we look at things like maybe, for example, size, if I click there, you can see shape dynamics come on there. That's for size. See how we can turn that on and off. However, if we turn that on there and we force it there, see how we can't turn it off? We're clicking it on and we're clicking it off, and notice it stays on. So if that's on by default in a brush, you can't, let me show you, it's on by default in a brush. We can't turn it on and off with that. If we turn it off in the brush, now we can go up in the panel here and turn it on and off. Same thing with transfer. We can turn it on and off because it wasn't forced in that brush. Now, if you want to force it, you just click on this. See that little padlock? When I click that padlock, now it doesn't matter which brush I go to, I'm going to be able to turn that on and off up here. See that? Okay, so what we want to do is just start with a soft edge brush here, and I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. And I don't know if you guys ran into that issue. That's kind of why I showed you that. So we want to go with the color balance. I'm going to drop the opacity down to about 50. I'm going to tap the 5 key, and notice that changes the opacity to 50. Tap any numerical key, and it will give you, so if I tap 1, it gives us 10%, 9 gives us 90%. If you want 45, type in 45 quickly. Actually, we're going to make it like 50, so I'm just going to tap on the 5. And now, with a bigger brush, if I wanted to paint some of that blue kind of feel in here, with that white brush, notice what it's going to do. It's going to start to paint some of that color in. It's kind of subtle, because I'm using pressure sensitivity up here, and I've got the opacity turned down. If I turn this all the way up, you'll notice that this will do it very strong. See that? But I don't want to do it that way. I would just want to gently paint it in, and maybe want to grab a little blue, maybe just in the highlights there. Just of the hair on that side. I don't know, just for fun. Maybe a little on the skin. We don't want it on the skin. That looks horrible. But you get the general idea. Okay, so now we want to increase this with our contrast here. So if we start painting with white, now we could start to increase the contrast. See that? And this just gives us another option for dodging and burning rather than just painting with shadows. This actually gives a little bit more of a stylized feel. So here we can go in here and see how we're increasing the folds there. See how that's adding a little punch to the folds in there. We could go into here to the shadows. Just start to just dodge and burn a little bit there. And what we're doing is we're using that adjustment layer rather than using, just a black brush. And this will give us a more interesting result. We can add some shadow under here, but it's also adding a lot of punch at the same time. Put a little bit in there and see how it just kind of separates, creates a little bit more dimension, a bit more depth. And I'm just kind of going like that. So if we look at what we've done before and after, there's before and after, you get the general idea. And we could also do the same thing around the edges here. Like maybe we want to kind of do a bit of a vignette, but a bit more interesting than a usual vignette, because we're doing it more with contrast than anything. And then if we wanted to do something like a color layer, let's create a new adjustment layer here. And we're going to do a curve here. And what we're going to do with this curve, though, is we're going to go into the colors. Let's play around with these colors here. Oh, actually, I didn't get the color. Let me go back to the color, grab the red, and see how we can really change the color. So if we want to warm this up a little bit, I'm going to do this. By the way, if you have any questions, drop the questions into the pod, because I am going to do a Q&A when I'm done with this. Okay, so see what we've done there? That's really warming up that image. So now I'm going to invert it. There's Control-I or Command-I. Grab the brush here. And now if we paint with the white, we just warm up those areas. See that? Just of the image now that we want to just kind of hit. See that? And we're just kind of warming up our girl here, while the background's staying cool. And maybe we could go around here, just kind of like maybe there's a little bit of nice color coming from the backdrop. So you can see that before and after. There's different things that we were able to do here, just painting with adjustments. So that's the image before, and that's the image after. And that's just kind of give you guys a little bit of a taste of what you can do when you're painting on the masks with the adjustment layer. And, you know, I'll do a more in-depth tutorial on that later on. And we haven't done the giveaway yet, so don't worry, you haven't. Oh, someone missed which video to comment in to enter the drawing. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys right now. Let's go back to Photoshop Cafe here. And so what you want to be doing is making sure you're doing the 5 Wacom hacks, tablet hacks right here. If we go back to the channel, this video here. 5 insanely useful Wacom Tablet hacks. So what you want to do is you want to jump in there, add a comment in there quickly, and also make sure that you are a subscriber, because you have to be a subscriber to win. And then we're going to go in and we're going to do a drawing. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to click on the tablet. This is the tutorial right here. So you guys want to quickly do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the URL. I'm copying this. And there's a place here where I'm able to put this in here, and it's going to, we're going to be able to load up the comments, and it's also going to be able to randomly pick as a winner from there. So I'm going to give you one more second to do that. So quickly, if you haven't got that in there, get ready to enter that. And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to give you guys a couple of bonus prizes. So I'm going to give away the tablet, and I'm not, you know, like sometimes people do, like, you know, hey, we got the tablet, now we're going to give you the bonuses, and then they draw the name and save the tablet till the end or whatever, you know, the big prize, and then they give away the small prizes. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give away the big prize first, so that way the person that gets drawn is like, you know, man, I could have won the tablet, and I just got something else. I'm not going to let that happen. So first name we're going to draw is going to win the tablet. Then I'm going to give away 2 of my courses. I'm going to give you guys... And I'm just talking a little bit to giving you a little bit more time to enter. But I'm going to show you here at Photoshop Cafe, we're going to give away 2 courses. We are going to give away under the premium training here. I'm going to give away a copy of my shadow and light. So this is how to dodge and burn in Photoshop. So this has all the dodging and burning tutorials, quite a number of them there. And I'm also going to give away Wacom tablets and Photoshop CC. Okay, so I'm going to give away a copy of each one of those as well. All right, so let me just go back here. And so let's do it. We've grabbed this, so I hope you guys have entered. We're going to do the live drawing right now. We're going to go in here. I'm going to put this in. And we're going to load in the comments. So here we go. It's loading up all the comments. Well, thank you, Caroline. I'm glad you find this exciting. Oh, look at this. 700, 800. Okay, we've got 863 comments. So you guys have a good chance to win. I'm not going to pick the most liked recent. I'm just going to randomly pick a winner. All right, so here we go. This is for the tablet. If you don't win the tablet, don't worry. We've got 2 more prizes. So let's randomly pick a winner. Okay, there we go. That's the winner there. Akas Sazlak. I'm so terrible with names. Sazlakai or something like that. If that's you, make sure that you contact me. I'll contact you on YouTube. So here's the things, guys. If that person doesn't claim their prize within a week, we're going to redraw, just so you know. So you have a week to claim your prize. Shoot me a message on YouTube and let me know that's you. Okay, so let's pick another winner here. This is for the dodging and burning right now. Here we go. This is a dodging and burning course. Once again, you'll contact me within a week to claim your prize. So here we go. Tom Roper, you have won a dodging and burning. And now we're going to do the one other one, which is going to be for the Wacom Tablets and Photoshop CC training. So we're going to randomly pick the winner, and it is Manny Jimenez. So congratulations. Shoot me a message, and I'll get your prizes to you. Now, for those of you who didn't win a prize, what I'm going to do is those 2 training videos that I showed you, I'm going to give you 50% off for the next 24 hours. So the code for that is going to be YouTube Drawing. So just take that in, YouTube Drawing. Now give me like 10 minutes to set that up because I only just decided to do that right now. So that code doesn't do anything, but go to photoshopcafe.com, click on those, and YouTube Drawing will be the code, and you can get 50% off for the next 24 hours. So anyway, guys, I've got one more thing I'm going to show you right now. I've got a new tutorial that I'm just about to release, and I'm going to make that live right now. So when you're done, just go check that out. And that's on motion graphics templates inside of Premiere Pro. So Adobe has put motion graphics templates into Premiere Pro, which is really kind of exciting. In fact, let me make that live right now. It's just going to take me 1 second. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but in the 2018 release of the Creative Cloud, a lot of cool stuff was put in there. And I'm actually just going on my other computer right now, and I'm going to make this live for you guys. So hang on a second. So I'm going there, and 1 second, and I'm going to hit publish. There we go. All right, so if we go back to the Photoshop Cafe channel here, and we refresh this page, there's our live video right now. You can see that. We've got this one here, and so it's a brand new tutorial right now on motion graphics templates and how you can do like lower thirds and title screens, like really cool professionally designed ones. And all you got to do in Premiere is just type in new text, and you can use those, and they're free. So check that out, guys. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to do another live video soon, maybe in the next week or 2, and I apologize for starting late. I was having issues with the audio getting that going. So anyway, thanks, guys. I hope you enjoy. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me go back. I'm going to do some questions in case you guys have got questions and answers. Let me see here. Let's see if we got any questions and answers really quick before we leave. So I'm glad you guys found that exciting. And, you know, I'm going to try and round up some more giveaways in the future, and we can do this again. If you guys like this, let me know if you want to do this again. Okay, yeah, if you do have problems with the tablet, make sure that you update the latest version of the driver, because that will affect it. So sometimes if the driver's not the latest version, the pen won't work as you expected. And also if there's any like firmware updates, run those too, and you'll do that in the Wacom Center. Okay, guys. So I'm not seeing any... No, the code won't work yet. Give me like 5 minutes, Chris, and I'm going to get that code, because I haven't entered it into the system yet. So that will be working in about 5 minutes. All right, guys. Looks like we're good. So, you know, like to see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. And I guess I'll say, you know, until next time, I'll see you at the cafe.